Hi everyone. Yes, in today's video I'll be teaching you something that I know you're going to like so much. Yes, we're going to be printing on pens. Hey, now I'm going to teach you different methods you can use to brand on pens. Now listen to me. If you are going into printing, I have said it before, have been preaching it. I said you need to have deep understanding about different method of printing. Do you know why? The first thing is so that you can choose a right for your customers depending on their budget, how much they have to spend on this branding. Are they, is it that they just want to go all out, or they're just working within small budget? That's the first thing. The second thing is what material are you working with? All right, that will determine the type of print you are also going to choose for your customer. The third one is how durable do you want it? Is it something that they just want to use and it doesn't matter if the print stays on it or it doesn't? Or is something they just want to continue to see the print on it because the item they are printing on is something that is very valuable? And the fourth one is the artwork you are working with. That is the design. How complex is the design? How easy is the design? That will determine what you're going to be choosing to print on any item that is being given to you. Now concerning pen, now there are different methods you can use to print on pen. Either the pens are steel like this, or they are metal like, or they are plastic like. There are different methods you can use for them. The first one is screen printing method. You know, that is the first thing I will always say, right? You know, the reason I love screen printing is just because you can use it to print on anything basically. All right, if you're printing on metal, you're printing on steel, you're printing on plastic, screen printing will always be there, right? So that's the first method you can use to print on pen. Either you are printing steel or steel pen, plastic pen, metal pen. Screen printing is number one. The second thing that you can use is SAV sticker. The normal SAV sticker. Get your artwork, print on SAV. You can do the print and cut and just go ahead and stick it to your pen, right? I'll also be telling you why, the reason you should choose one and not the other for a particular project. So bear with me and stay to the very end. SAV sticker you can also use to print or brand on your pens, right? The third one is HTV. Yes, HTV, that's vinyl, the removable vinyl, the sticker vinyl. Use your plotter to plot it, to plot any design you're working on, then go ahead and paste it on your pen. That's the third one that you can use. Now the first one that you're going to use, and I'll be introducing you for the first time on this page to UV print. What did I say? UV print. I've been talking about it for a very long time, but I just noticed that I've not even used it before on this page. I just let me make a video for you. Yeah, this is what we call UV print. Let me talk a little bit about it before we go further. Now this is UV print. Can you see? UV print. Now this is not DTF. Yes, it is not DTF, but you know what, it is actually not far from DTF. Right here that I'm holding is DTF print. Can you see? This is DTF print, and this right here, you can see this is also the logo, the same logo I'm holding for DTF here, and we have it here, UV print. Now I will just break it down in a very simple way to you. Just say that this one is non-stickable Or should I say no gummy DTF? Like this DTF does not have glue, that does not have direct gum unless you apply it on it. Then let's now say that this UV print has gum. It's just like sticker. Are you getting me? But let me tell you, there are different machines they use in making this. That is something about printing. UV print has its own machine, but it's also behave like DTF. The only difference is you don't need any heat, you don't need any heat press, you don't need any mug press, you don't need any press. You only need to remove the paper at the back and just stick it to any item you want to put it on. Oh my god, isn't that sweet? Yes, it is. I know that you'll be like, oh, I will go for it anytime, any day, but it is quite expensive. Okay, it is quite expensive. Now, before I talk about the cost, let me talk about it more. What are the items you can print this on? This can go on clothes. If you want to print on clothes, you go for DTF. You know the normal DTF, you can't use it to print on steel and all those things, right? Yes. Although I have derived a way we can use DTF to print on paper. I think maybe the video will come before this one or after this one. Yeah, and there's a particular thing I use, of which I'll be sharing it with my students in my general printing class. I have a general printing class that go for just 20,000 naira. In the beginning of this video, I told you that you need to have deep understanding about printing. This is very important, okay, if you are going into printing business. So the class is just for 20,000 naira. Go to that class and explore. My students are really, their eyes are open to different method of printing, and they can choose the one they want at any time they want it. And they also have my support, right? My mentorship. They can come, tell me this item we want to print on it, what should we use? Should we use this? Should we use that? Yeah. So in case you are interested, the class is just for 20,000 naira. Come and join. I'll still be talking more about the class as we go further. Now, if for steel, metal and all, you can use this here, but for this UV print, you can use it to print either on pens like this, on steel, on mugs, on tumblers. You can use it to print on it, on plastic or wood. Yes, anything that you can put sticker on, you can use this UV print. Now, how beautiful it is beautiful. You know why? Because it behaves like this, the DTF, that it come in full color. You can use it to print basically anything, right? Anything, it will come in full color. The only thing is you can't stick it on clothes. Yeah, you can only stick it on all these metal steels and all that. Now, so it will come out very beautiful like this. Now, how durable it is, right? And that's what we are waiting for. How durable? Yeah, I would say it's durable, but it is not everlasting. And the only thing is, the another thing is, you dare not use your thumb to peel it. It's gonna peel. Okay, but if you don't use your thumbnail to peel it, you leave it like that, it's going to stay for a while. Do you understand? So, but you now go ahead and use your thumb again, like this one. Now I use blue on this. I'll actually be removing it, so let's experiment it before I go. Now look at it, can you see? Can you see that it's actually removing, right? Yeah, that's it. You know me, I will tell you exactly how it is. But if you leave it like this jejely, you decide not to remove it, it will not remove. It's just like the normal SAV sticker. If you put SAV sticker on something, and you now go and do ojuto that you want to remove, and you can use your finger or your nails to remove it, it will remove. Do you get? But if you don't use somebody gives you something, you are now doing like this, that means you want to remove the so that's how it's going to remove. You use your thumb to remove it like this, it's just going to remove. That is it. Okay, something that will say that it's durable is screen printing. When you print on pen like this with screen printing, it stays on it. Do you understand? It stays on it. Now, the reason I don't choose screen printing and I decide to use UV print for this job is this. Okay, so we have full color here, almost like 5 colors. Can you see? Look at the logo. Like, we have some kind of inbuilt colors and all. Can it be screen printed? Of course, but it's going to take a lot of time. Imagine me, it's just because I want to print on 120 pens, me exposing like 5 meshes on this tiny, because I want to print on this tiny stuff. So the best way or the best method to use is just for me to go for UV sticker. Now, we talked about cost the other time. It also depends on the cost of your customer, because you know why? UV sticker is damn expensive. It is quite expensive. As beautiful as UV print is, it is very, very, very expensive. Just imagine if normal DTF print is 1,000. Just imagine for A4. Now multiply it by 6. That is what, multiply it by 6 or 5. That's what UV print will cost you. It is very expensive, so it's not something that everybody would just want to jump on. Okay, because I just want to print on small pens now, and you are charging me a pen for 500 naira to print. You know, it is expensive. Do you get? It is expensive, and the durability, I just explained it to you now. But is it beautiful? It is beautiful. Is it easy to use? It is very, very easy to use. All right, I hope you understand different methods you can use to print on pens now. Yeah, now we are going to be using it. I want to encourage you, as somebody that wants to go into printing, spend that 20,000 naira and join my general printing class. That will be one of the best gifts you are going to gift yourself this year. Yes, I'm telling you, especially if you want to go into the business. The class is just for 20,000 naira, and you can access the class anywhere you have, because the videos are pre-recorded and they take place on Telegram. Now, let me teach you how to use UV print to print on our pens. Right, so the first thing we're going to do, this is the white. I'm going to be using this white on these ones. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is to cut them into bits, just like now. I know some of you want to know, where will you print it? Give me contact of where you're gonna print it. Give us contacts. I'm not going to share contact with you. I already share contact with my students in the class. So you know why? This UV print, it is not everybody that owns the machine that know how to use it. Yes, it is not everybody that listen, it is not everybody that owns the machine that know how to print it. You see, this my vendor, I can recommend him anywhere, anytime. The print is sharp, bright, and it's very good. See, this one, before it's removed, see, it's taking time. It's taking time a little bit. Like, you have to put pressure. There are some people that if you use their UV sticker or UV print, just your hand like this, just pushing it a little bit like this, before you know it, even without you pushing it, to start removing. There are some that when you stick it, it's not going to stick. Okay, it is not everybody that owns the machine that know how to print it. So in case you want to work with my vendor, or you want to use him, or you want to print from him, then I'll give you his contacts when you are in my class. Yes, if you are in my class, that's when I'll give you the contacts. Yeah, if you are in my class, my students, I'll give them his contact to do. Or you too, you can search your area. People that have UV print, you can print from them. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut this out. Then we'll start using. Now, oh, I forgot. There's another way you can also print on your pen, which is UV direct. You know, this one now is sticker. It's made of sticker. Okay, they made it in form of sticker. But there's another one that is UV, but it's going to print directly on the pen. Yes, it's going to print just like DGT that will print directly on fabric. So this one will also print directly on the pen or on the item. Yes. So, and that one too used to peel. That's just the funniest thing when it comes to pen like this. That one too used to peel, but it's very expensive. Yes. When I tell you that something do peel, I'm not saying that immediately. Do you get? I'm not saying immediately. I know a lot of some of you even have items that were gifted to you, and it's all this print that they use. Until you put pressure to remove it, some of them might not remove. Do you get? This UV will not remove until you yourself you put external pressure on it to remove it. You're going to peel the paper at the back. There is a paper at the back. Okay, there is a paper at the back. Okay, you first of all peel the paper just like this. You peel the paper just like this, then you have it. You're going to position it on the surface. Okay, just let your hand be straight. Okay, this is it. Use your hand to just rub it in just like this. Then you're just going to peel. Just peel just like this. So when you are peeling, peel in this format just like this. Yeah, can you see what we have? Hotel managers school. Okay, so can you see what we have? Very beautiful, very, very beautiful. It's always very beautiful. Just return the and we have it. The nylon. So let's continue. It's very, very easy to use. Very, very easy. Can you see how messy this one is? So you have to be very careful when you are using it. You have to be very careful when you are using UV print. Your hand must not touch it, if not it will just remove. Can you see? So but it's easy. I'll just remove this one that I've pasted before, and that's why you must always do extra. You must always do extra. So that in case something like this happen. Can you see how easy it is to remove it? You can never do that to screen printing. It's not possible. It's not going to remove. Only one chemical can remove screen printing. Only one chemical will remove screen printing. But you using your hand to it, it's not possible. So you have to be careful when you are using it. My name is Mrs. Olabode Damilola. Everyone know me as Damide. I'm a registered nurse by profession, but at the moment I work full time as a printer. I handle your event printing, your souvenir printing. I'm also into streetwears like sewing of t-shirts, sewing of hoodies, everything that has to do with casual wears. That is what we produce. I have taught over 1,000 students both physically and online to the glory of God. I am passionate about this job and I know what I'm doing. So you can trust me with your branding. You are planning an event, we can brand your souvenirs for you. We can recommend good souvenirs for you also. And also, in case you want to learn printing or streetwears, I can teach you, right? One thing about me is I don't know how to mentor those that are not my students. So you have to be my student to get my mentorship. I have a variety of classes. In case you're interested, just chat me up on WhatsApp. That's my number on the screen. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.